Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Shaji's Easy German. Are you tired? Come on, be active and enthusiastic and energetic and everything. Come on, can't be everything because we are going to learn new thing that is perfect tense in German language. Why I'm telling you it's important because we use perfect tense always, always, always compared to all other tenses. Because when you are speaking, we use perfect tense in German always. In English, we use only perfect tense. Okay, I have gone there, all this. Then we have past perfect, future perfect. Then we have simple past. Okay, all these things we are using according to situation. But in German language, we use perfect tense very, very, very often. Now let's learn what is the perfect tense in German language because there is a difference in German language and English language, the using of a perfect tense. Okay, come on, let's go. The German perfect tense or perfect, P-E-R-F-E-K-T, perfect, is used to describe an action or actions completed in the past, similar to the English present perfect tense. Okay, similar to the present perfect tense, completed in the past. It is formed by using the auxiliary verb haben or the sign conjugated in the present tense and the past participle of the main verb. The auxiliary verb choice depends on the main verb, with some verbs requiring sign for movement or change of state. Did you understand something? Yeah, it's not explained in detail later. So two things clear now. One is perfect. Okay, action is completed. Then another thing we use haben or sign. But sometimes we use haben, sometimes we use sign. Okay, these are things we'll be learning later. Yeah. Now, to explain further, conjugate the auxiliary verb haben or a sign. The auxiliary verb is conjugated in the present tense according to the subject. As I said, always if I am doing something, he is doing something else, she is doing something else, and there is a difference in the conjugation. Okay, haben or sign is conjugated. We have learned, we have separate. If you have some doubt, we have separate episode on haben and sign. Haben and sign. You can just refer to Shaji's Easy German, haben und sein. How do we use haben und sein in a German language? So we are just conjugated. Ich habe, du hast. Okay, we have and all these things. And place the conjugated auxiliary verb in the second position of the sentence. Ich habe. Okay, second position of the sentence. Then add the past participle form of the verb at the end of the sentence. At the end of the sentence. I'll explain these things in detail with the diagrams. Okay, don't worry. And don't by heart all these things. This only just to explain how it works. Okay, now when to use haben? Most verbs use haben. Nearly 80% of the verbs use haben. So haben. For example, zum Beispiel, ich habe ein Buch gelesen. I have read a book. Okay. So most times we use haben. Now, when to use sign? Verbs of movements. I'm moving. I'm going. I'm driving. So verbs of movement. Gehen, to go, fahren, to drive, fliegen, to fly. Okay. Then verbs of change of state. Change of state. For example, werden, being. Okay, being there. Or sterben, to die. From life to death, you're dying. Okay, change of state. This time also we use what to say sign form of the verb. For example, wir sind nach Paris gefahren. We drove to Paris. So just change of state, change movements, all these things when you use a sign. Okay? Any point? Then past participle, most verbs start with a ge. This also I'll explain later in detail. The past participle placed at the end of the sentence. P why? Okay, P2 forms. Okay, participle form the verb we place at the end of the sentence. For example, the perfect tense is a compound sentence, meaning is formed from two verbs. That is helps verb and the main verb. Okay, two verbs. So it's a compound sentence. So yeah, another example we can say now. Yes, here we are. In simple way, that is subject plus haben or sign plus participles y. Okay, participles subject plus haben or the sign plus participles y. Point still to explain further, subject plus hills verb and help verb, the auxiliary verb plus extra information plus participles y. So what are things you want to put? What do you have to do? You have to put subject, place subject first. Okay, subject first, then you have helping verb, sign or haben. Then you put all things extra and for what are the information you want, you put it in between that. Then at the end, you put participles y. Okay, the participle form the verb, participles y. So always there's a chef. Okay, chef you can say subject plus hills verb plus extra information plus participles y. Okay, subject plus hills verb plus extra information plus participles y. So ich habe biryani gegessen. I have eaten biryani. Ich habe biryani gegessen. Or ich bin nach Berlin gegangen. I have gone to, okay, where? Berlin. I've gone to Berlin. So here we have only ich is the subject. Hills verb we have haben. Okay, ich habe biryani, gegessen extra information. You can put chicken biryani or mutton biryani or what of biryani, egg biryani, veg biryani, all this you can put in between here. Okay, all the extra information. Then you put what is participles y, the past participle form of the verb. Okay, then here ish plus sign. Sign is with the movements. We said movement, so ish plus bin plus nach Berlin. Nach Berlin, mit minor point or mit minor pointing. All these things you can put here. Okay, I'm going with my friend, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, whomever you want, but you put in between here, extra information here. Then at the end, you have a participles y. Okay, that is a past participle on the verb. Clear? So subject plus hills verb plus extra information plus participles y, past participle on the verb. Okay, just like example now. In another way, you can say so participle of lernen, participles of lernen. Okay, is Deutsch gelernt. Ist Deutsch gelernt. Ist. Now what we put is we put haben here, auxiliary verb here. Ich habe Deutsch gelernt. Okay, ich habe Deutsch gelernt. So auxiliary verb at participles y, position 2. Auxiliary verb at position 2, participles y at the end. Okay, auxiliary verb 2. Ich habe Deutsch extra information gelernt. Participles y. Clear? We'll explain further. One more example now. Perfect. How to build a perfect? We have haben plus past participle form the verb. That's why ich habe gegessen. I put biryani or something else. Now just subject hills verb plus participles y. I don't put any extra information there. Oh, ich bin nach Rom gefahren. Okay, I have gone to Rome. Clear? Yeah. Yes. Here we come to how to conjugate the verb. Conjugate this year. Here you have to pay good or 100% or 200% attention now. We have regular verbs and irregular verbs that we have learned in forms of the verb in German language. Now here, regular verb, very easy. So einfach, sehr einfach. Okay, so easy. That is, if you have word spielen, okay, spielen to play, you put the stem form of the verb, spiel, okay, spielen, and you cut here, then you take spiel, then you put one ge there. Ge as a prefix or spiel, prefix. Then you put t as a suffix to make participles y very easy. Take the verb, remove the en, take the stem form of the verb, then put the prefix g as the prefix, then put the stem here, then put a suffix t. So spielen becomes gespielt. Okay, then kaufen becomes gekauft. Machen becomes gemacht. Okay, hören becomes hören is the stem, so gehört, heard. Okay, so play buy, do, hear. So all this is down from the verb. You put gay as the prefix, well, te as the suffix, then put the down from the verb in between. Okay, clear? Then we have irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, we don't put T here, but we have en. For example, zayen, gezayen. This you have to by heart it, okay? Lesen, gelesen, okay? Fahren, gefahren. Laufen, gelaufen. Essen, gegessen. And there are some verbs we don't make any changes. Also, like vergessen. Ich habe alles vergessen. Have you forgotten everything? I have forgotten everything. So here, there's no ge, there's no te, nothing. We just put vergessen. Some verbs like that. So these are called irregular verbs. These are irregulars we have just to learn. I don't support by hearting, but this one, there's no other way. But there's no shortcut. Just learn the verbs. Okay? So, ich habe morgen mit meinem Bruder einen Film gesehen. So, here, what is the extra information here? How much extra information? Ich habe symbol, okay? Subject plus Hilfsverb. Then, morgen mit meinem Bruder einen Film gesehen. Okay? Mit meinem Bruder, dative case, einen Film, accusative case, all the cases I'm putting between there. So, ich habe morgen mit meinem Bruder einen Film gesehen. Gesehen ist ein Partizip 2. So, morgen habe ich einen Film gesehen. Simple. Okay? Oh, morgen kann ich nicht arbeiten. Tomorrow I can't work. Okay, ich kann morgen nicht arbeiten. Okay, so this is a use of when we how we use morgen and so on. So, subject plus, Hilfsverb plus, extra information plus, participle 2 plus. Is a plus in between? No. Participle 2 is at the end, last. Ente, ente. Subject plus, Hilfsverb plus, extra information plus, participle 2. Now, we are going to learn about how, okay, how the vowel changes happen. This happens also in English also. Okay, vowel changes. There we don't put T and so on, but we put G plus vowel changes. For example, nehmen, take, genommen. Okay, ich habe Medikamente genommen. I have taken the medicine. Or helfen, geholfen. O, E becomes O, E becomes O here. Er hat mir geholfen. He has helped me. Worden, to become geworden. Ich bin reich geworden. I became rich. Okay, worden. E becomes O. Okay, here again, E becomes O, geholfen. Okay, now finden. Okay, Fi. Okay, finden becomes gefunden. Gefunden. Ich habe den Film langweilig gefunden. I have found the film so boring. Langweilig. Boring. Okay, then verstehen. Verstanden. Okay, verstehen, verstanden. She had mich nicht verstanden. Oh, we had a lot of fight and she did not understand me really bad. Sein, gewesen. Ich bin müde gewesen. I became so müde. Okay, yeah. Then trinken, getrunken. Ich habe Cola getrunken. Bleiben, geblieben. Ich bin zu Hause geblieben. I was sick, therefore I stayed or remained at home. Schreiben, geschrieben. Sie hat ein Buch geschrieben. Schreiben means write. Okay, schreiben, geschrieben. So, trinken, bleiben, schreiben, all the vowel changes. Yeah. So, that is the forms of the verb. How we change it. Ge plus, ge as a prefix. Verb stem plus te, that's for regular verb. Then there are some verbs we add ge only. Some verbs we don't add anything like verstehen. Okay, or vergessen. No, verstehen you have to verstanden. Okay, that one vergessen. Okay, to forget. There we don't make any changes. Okay, then we have learned some vowel changes. Helfen, geholfen, schreiben, geschrieben, all the things. Now straight away, now we are going to make what is conjugation of sign and haben. We have already learned this same haben or sign conjugation in haben and sign. If you have some doubt, you can refer back to my episode on haben and sign. So, but still, just a recap of it. I don't want to just You're already getting bored. And again, going back to another episode and checking now straight away here. Haben, sein. Ich habe, du hast, es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben, ich bin, du bist, es ist, sind, wir sind, seid und sind. Okay, very clear. Haben, ich habe, du hast, es hat, haben, wir haben, habt, haben, bin, bist, ich, sind, seid. Okay, clear? In doubt? Okay, now. Ich habe, I have, du hast, you have, sie hat, she has, wir haben, we have, ihr habt, you have, sie haben, they have. Okay? Und sein, ich bin, I am, du bist, you are, is, he, she is, wir sind, we are, ihr seid, you are, sie sind, they are. Okay? Now, in another form, perfect tense here. Past participle, I have played soccer. Have is a helping verb. Und participle zwei. Okay, I have played soccer. Ich habe Fußball gespielt. Okay, ich habe Fußball gespielt. I have played football. Clear now? Any doubt? Any clarification? Okay. Then we have certain verbs goes only with the haben. Okay, there are certain verbs goes with sign, some verbs with haben. We don't use it, mix it. Okay, so yeah, essen, not ist essen. Okay, here he hat gegessen. Okay, machen hat gemacht. Kochen hat gekocht. Kaufen hat gekauft. Sprechen hat gesprochen. Schreiben hat geschrieben. Sehen hat gesehen. Okay, spielen has gespielt. These are verbs, some of the verbs goes with only haben. And I said in the beginning, nearly 80%, 80 plus percent of verbs go with haben. Okay. Now, for example, kochen. If you take now, we are just doing detail now. Kochen. Okay, that means to cook. So, habe plus, ge plus, verb stem plus te. Okay. So, ich habe heute Reis gekocht. Subject plus, Hilfsverb plus, esta information plus, participle zwei. Okay. Now, du hast heute Reis gekocht. You have cooked rice today. Er hat heute Reis gekocht. He has cooked rice. Sie hat heute Reis gekocht. Wir haben heute Reis gekocht. Ihr habt heute Reis gekocht. Sie haben heute Reis gekocht. Gekocht. Okay. I have cooked, you have cooked rice, and she has cooked rice. They have cooked rice, and everyone has cooked rice, and we have eaten that. And I have gekocht biryani here. I cooked rice and it became biryani here. Okay, now let's eat biryani then. Okay. Yes, and one is kochen. I have cooked rice, but now, unfortunately or fortunately, it has become biryani. Okay, is it good? Very good. Essen, habe plus, ge plus, essen. Okay. Ich habe biryani gegessen. Du hast biryani gegessen. Hat biryani gegessen. LCS, everything. Okay. Wir haben biryani gegessen. Ihr habt biryani gegessen. Sie haben biryani gegessen. Okay, clear? So, subject plus, Hilfsverb plus, esta information plus, participle zwei. So here Hilfsverb we are using haben. Okay. So what you can do is instead of biryani, what you can do is ice cream. Okay. Ich habe Eis gegessen. Du hast Eis gegessen. Es hat gegessen. What are things you want, you can add. Okay. Biryani, rice, or kartoffel, all things we can just put a gegessen plus haben plus. Okay. Subject plus haben plus participle zwei. Clear? Yeah. Now sign form of the verb. I am going to teach. Okay. I'm going to teach about sign form movements. So subject plus sign plus participle zwei. Okay. So ich bin nach England gefahren. Okay. I have gone to England. Okay. Then, ich bin nach Berlin gefahren. Du bist, okay, this is a sign form. Du bist nach Berlin gefahren. Sie ist nach Berlin gefahren. Wir sind nach Berlin gefahren. Ihr seid nach Berlin gefahren. Sie sind nach Berlin gefahren. Okay, so that is the Berlin, bist, ist, sind, seid, sind. Clear? Yeah. Now, again, this is some verbs with sign. Like haben verbs, we have sign verbs, that verbs with movements or what say state of change of state. Yeah. So sign forms gehen. We don't use with gehen. Haben, okay. Haben. So ist gegangen. Fahren. Okay. Fahren. Okay. There's a mistake here. A is a mistake here. That typing mistake. Don't write down A here. Okay. So far ist gegangen. Fahren. This is wrong here. A here. Fahren ist gefahren. Kommen ist gekommen, fliegen ist geflogen, laufen ist gelaufen, okay, reisen ist gereist, gereist. Okay, that is a gehen, fahren, kommen, fliegen, laufen. These are things we use only sign form of the verb. Okay. Then change of state. Okay, change of state. For example, einschlafen, to fall asleep. Einschlafen. Okay, you are not sleeping. Are you sleeping now? I'm teaching here and you're sleeping? I don't think so. Looking at the very good, good head. Okay, then my how can you sleep like that? So, einschlafen, to fall asleep. Aufwachsen, to grow up. Okay, aufwachsen. Aufstehen, to stay, get up. Sterben, my God, to die, to die. That is also change of state. To die, yes. Now I remember to die when I was working in States America, Chicago, in the hospital. One doctor went to a patient and asked, okay, oh, did you come to die to the hospital? The doctor asked her, lady. So when I went to meet the lady, she said, you know, father, the doctor came and asked me whether I came to die in the hospital. To die in the hospital. Did he come to die to the hospital? But I knew the doctor, and because he is from Australia, so Australian slang is there. In the slang, so what he meant was, did he come today to the hospital? But with Australian, some like they said to die. Did you read newspaper? That's Australian slang. But I'm not blaming Australia. Each country has their own slang answer. But here, sterben, to die. I thought you were sleeping, so I wanted to just wake you up from the sleep. So sterben, this is change of state. These all places we use only sign form of the verb. Okay? Or bleiben, to stay. Passieren, to happen. Was ist passieren? What happened? What's happened? Because in English, what has happened? But we say, yes, was ist passieren? What happened? Okay? Passieren, bleiben. Yeah. Ich bin heute ins Krankenhaus gegangen. Okay, ich bin heute in Krankenhaus. Krankenhaus is hospital. Gegangen. So what you can do is as a homework. Then ich bin, du bist, same thing. You don't have to change anything. Just only put the bin, du bist, yes, ist, wir sind. Okay, you can just go on writing and make it notes. Okay, clear? Yeah. Ich bin heute mit dem Zug gereist. Okay, mit dem reist. Okay. So gereist, I went, okay, I have gone, mit means with, but I have traveled. I have traveled with the, in English, I have traveled with, okay, I have traveled with the train, okay. Du bist heute mit dem Zug gereist. Not, but here I have traveled. In English we say, but here in German we will not say, ich habe heute now, but ich bin heute. Okay, you have to always remember rise and the moments, okay? There's a moments of words, verbs, so words of moments, we use bin. Bin means the sign form of the verb, okay? Yeah. Now, few more examples here, like for example, essen, hat gegessen, sprechen, hat gesprochen, fahren, ist gefahren, singen, hat gesungen, schlafen, hat geschlafen. Perfect, that is hat. Okay, lesen, gelesen, schreiben, hat geschrieben, trinken, hat getrunken, schwimmen. That is east, geschwommen. Okay, not schwimmen, but geschwommen. Und tragen, okay, to carry something, hat getragen. Okay. Now to sum up, perfect form, your Hilfsverb plus participle zwei. In Hilfsverb, you haben und sein, okay? When somewhere und participle zwei, you put a g plus tem plus te or g plus tem plus en, okay? So Hilfsverb, sein or haben und participle zwei, g plus tem plus te, g plus tem plus en, okay? Now, in nutshell, what you can do with the verbs? Some verbs go with a plus te. Lernen, kochen, malen, machen, wohnen, hören, brauchen, frühstücken, duschen. Okay, to take bath. So here you use ge as a prefix and te as a suffix. Here, ge plus ete. Okay, ge plus ete. This we have to be careful of that. So you put ge as a prefix, ete as the suffix. Okay, warten, gewartet, gewartet. Arbeiten, gearbeitet, et. Okay, not just t alone, but you put it t, et. Antworten, geantwortet. Baden, gebadet. Reden, geredet. Atmen, okay, geatmet. Okay, Orden, geordnet. Offnen, geoffnet. Rechnen, gerechnet. Okay. In some places you add only t, okay. Studieren, studiert. Telefonieren, telefoniert. Reparieren, repariert. No g here, okay. No g here, okay. Trainieren, trainiert. Notieren, notiert. Gratulieren, gratuliert. Dekorieren, dekoriert. Fotografieren, fotografiert. Diskutieren, diskutiert. There's no ge here. Then here again, we just put te. Verkaufen, verkauft. Verdienen, verdient. Erzählen, erzählt. Ergänzen, ergänzt. Besuchen, besucht. Bezahlen, bezahlt. Bestellen, bestellt. Bedienen, bedient. Zerstören, zerstört. Okay, we put only t2. These are verbs. Then we have another section that is we have separate edition or separate episode on trennbaren Verben. Okay, when you have trennbaren separable verbs. Okay, that means separate prefix. Okay, prefix and the main verb. So separable. That will be learning later. Okay, from anrufen. Okay, rufean. We call rufean. That's make a call. Abholen. Okay, to pick up. Okay, hole up, hole up. Okay, just so like that. We are example einkaufen. Kaufe ein. Okay, so here when you have trennbaren Verben, that will be learned later. Okay, eingekauft. You put a prefix first of trennbaren, then put ge in between that. Then you have stem of the verb plus t. So eingekauft, eingepackt, aufgemacht, aufräumt, aufpasst. Angeschaut, angeschaut. Okay, vorgestellt, zugemacht, zugehört. Okay, so trennbaren Verben, just divide the verb, remove that prefix. Okay, then add in between the prefix and the main verb, you put ge, then at the end you put t. Ge plus te. So here the dot you find here because they here you put here all the prefix here. Just separate it. Put just keep the ge inside. Then you get t. Okay, clear? Ain't doubt? It's long. Time to say thanks. But here perfect is very important. It is very important. So subject plus Hilfsverb plus haben oder sein plus extra information plus participle. Okay, his verb comes second position, and participles y comes to the arm in the end of the sentence. First of things you put between his verb and participles y. Then you have different forms of the verb and how we use sein, why use haben, all this thing. Just rebind and do it. And this one you have to somehow learn it. Okay, because haben and sein. If you want to learn German language, perfect tense in German language is very, very important. Learn it. It becomes easy. If you have some doubt, okay, what do you have to do? Just type in the description there or the message. Father, I have some doubt. Or give me a call. You'll find my email ID or number there in the description. Okay, till we meet again with another episode. Bye. This ball. See you soon.